Cooldown's important. And we'll see how much damage we can do with it. Kind of annoying, but it's still kind of fun. I survived that in anything. Here's an awkward transition. And then we'll get into FACETANK Thursdays. Can't wait. It's my favorite day. Do 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 do. Bomb. Good evening, everybody. It's Tyzzit here with Tyzzit Gaming. Thank you guys so much for coming to chill out on the channel or watch this YouTube video. I really do appreciate it. I wanted to talk about a couple of things tonight before we get started for my favorite day of the week, FACETANK Thursdays. The first thing that I want to talk about is standards. And the definition that we're going with for this is an idea or thing used as a measure, a norm, or a model in comparative evaluations. That's the definition we're going with for standards. Why is it important to have standards in anything? For me, it's important to have standards in everything that you do so you maintain whatever life that you want. If you don't have any standards or any goals to get to, you can't function properly and your life's going to be kind of chaos. And in a chaotic environment, it's really hard to continue to succeed on a continuous basis or continuously. Like on a day-to-day basis, it's going to be hard for you to succeed because you don't have any standards to meet or beat. The next question is, do you hold yourself to different standards than what you hold others to? I'm going to say that again. Do you hold yourself to different standards than what you hold others to? What I've noticed, and a couple of my friends kind of confirmed this, is based off this question, are you holding yourself to higher or lower standards than to who you're holding somebody else to? If you're holding yourself to only standards A and B, and you're holding somebody else standards that you're equals with to A, B, and C, you're kind of being a hypocrite because you guys are equal in that regard, and you're having them follow a more strict standard than what you are following. It's not good. That causes conflict. But if you're following standards A, B, and C, and you're holding somebody else only to A and B, that's an equal standard, that means you're holding yourself to a higher standard. And that's kind of where I come from, is I hold everybody to a standard of, if I'm not going to do something, or if I'm not willing to do something, why should I hold that standard for somebody else to do? The next thing I want to talk about is stewardship. So stewardship definition, and I got both these definitions for stewardship and standards from Google, just typing in the word definition. First thing that came up. So stewardship, the job of supervising or taking care of something such as an organization or property. Question, why is stewardship important? And how does it tie into standards? Stewardship is, the best way that I could put this into words is giving an example of, you're working at an auto shop and you have a standard that you have to maintain, right? Make sure the car that you get leaves in better condition than what you got it, otherwise you didn't fix the issue that they had. And if your boss, who has been supervising you, leaves on vacation for a week and says, person A, you're in charge of 1, 2, 3, person B, you're in charge of 4 and 5, and person C, you're in charge of 6, and they need to be done by the time I get back. Then your boss leaves for a week, and you come back, person A has accomplished 1, 2, and 3. They have shown great stewardship in getting what they needed to get done. And that was a standard that was met by the master, or the supervisor, sorry, the supervisor when he left. And then person 2 finished 4 and 5 by the time the master came back. So he was a great steward as well. But what happens with person number C, letter C, person letter C with task 6? They didn't do anything. So comes back and probably gets fired. Why? Because he was being a poor steward. He wasn't or he had stewardship over something, whatever job 6 was. He didn't meet the standard that the supervisor set out for. So punishment will happen for that. There's a story like that in the Bible that a master gives, or like the supervisor gives one of his servants 5 bags of silver, another 2 bags of silver, and a third servant 1 bag of silver. The first and second servant that had the 5 and 3 bags went out and basically doubled his money. The other servant went out and buried the money that he was given. And this is a real brief overview of the story, but it's also pretty important. The servant with 1 bag of silver only went and buried it, didn't make anything on it, didn't even put it in the bank to make interest on. The master comes back, finds out all of this happened, and he says to the first servant, well done, my good and faithful servant. You have been faithful in handling a small amount. Now I will give you more responsibilities. Let's celebrate together. He basically doubled the responsibilities. I do apologize. This is in Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 through 30. The master actually gets promoted because he's a good steward and he maintains the standards. So he's faithful in that. So he gets promoted. And this was a test that the master set for these servants of if they're good and faithful servants, then I will put them in charge of cities that I govern. So they can govern them while I govern so the servants can govern the cities that and I govern the servant. So this is a test. Like you do good with what little you have given currently, and it's going to pay off. If you're a good steward and you keep meeting or beating the standards set before you by your supervisor, your manager, the job standards, the client, if you're, the client kind of dictates a lot of stuff and things. But as long as you're meeting all of those standards, you're going to be golden. The verse I read earlier was 23. The master said, well done, my good and faithful servant. You've been faithful in handling the small amount. Now I will give you many more responsibilities. Let's celebrate together. Then the servant with 1 bag of silver came and said, Master, he said, I didn't do anything with it. And then, so the punishment for the servant who didn't make any money or didn't deposit the money he was given in a bank, he went out and buried it. In chapter 28, then he ordered, take the money from this servant and give it to the one with 10 bags of silver. To those use well what they are given, even more will be given, and they will have an abundance. But for those who do nothing, even what little they have will be taken away. So I'm not here to try and like condemn you guys or anything about being bad stewards. Just trying to encourage you to, if you're failing in some areas, which I fail all the time, trust me, I fail in many different areas, a lot, but I don't make the same mistakes typically. And I try and learn from all my mistakes. I try to learn from other people's mistakes to try and better how I can be a better steward and how I can have better standards. Now that that is out of the way, here's an awkward transition into a goal that I had for myself and a couple things that I noticed since I started streaming. And then after this, we'll get into FACETANK Thursdays. Can't wait. It's my favorite day. Goal number 1 that I had was I cuss a lot when I play video games, and streaming, a goal I set was to cuss less. And I have achieved that goal. I think I've let 1, maybe 2 words slip. I think it was 2 on stream, which is really good in comparison to how I was cussing. But then I've also noticed a drastic decrease in my overall, like outside of stream cussing too. I used to cuss a lot just all around, and now I haven't. So that's one way streaming has benefited me personally in doing that. The second thing was losing weight and helping y'all keep me accountable for that. But I kind of trailed off on that a little bit, but I was still doing workouts. Haven't really lost anything. So I'm changing some stuff up. I'm doing research into things right now, but I'll let you know how that goes. But for now, let us shrink my face up here in this corner. Oh, right there. And get into FACETANK Thursdays. Because It's my favorite day of the week, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. Okay, so rules for FACETANK Thursdays. 1, if there's a melee character, I have to play the melee character unless they don't switch me. In which case, I'd have to play whatever character I'm given. Um, and that's really hard. It's really hard to do FACETANK Thursdays when you're a ranged squishy champion that just gets dived on the entire time and die. Last week was the first week that I had to play a ranged champion. They wouldn't trade me melee, and I was out of rerolls to select a different random champion. Rule 2 for FACETANK Thursdays is I have to go in most of the time. The only time I can't, I don't have to go in is if I'm on cooldowns or if I have like one hit death, or like one hit's gonna kill me. But typically I just go in anyway to reset my life and spend gold that I have. Sweet, I'm Fizz. Nice. He's melee. He's actually really fun to play too. Cooldown's important. And we'll see how much damage you can do with it. So here, this is just one of my things. This is why I have my face up in the top left corner, because I switched my map. This is where it normally is, but it really depends on the, that's not what I wanted. It really depends on where exactly, or what side of the map I'm on, because I like it in the back corner, away from where I'm going to be typically traveling. Booyah. Now everything is on cooldown. I'm dead. Oh well. Gopher's blood, yeah! Oh great, I'm dead. Ugh. He's on a killing spree. That lady. Oh, I'm dead. I had a double kill, right? Yeah, double kill! Oh, she killed me. Oh, got another double kill! Oh, he got me! He does so much damage. Oh, so close to flashing on it. Come on, Ezreal. Take her. Get her. Yeah. Oh, or Vel'Koz. That works too. Didn't expect him to do that much damage. Or get the last shot. Booyah! Oh, the chat's funny. Like in-game chat. Ezreal says I'm troll, and then Ashe is like, "Be quiet, he's carrying you." And I think I'm just gonna chill out here in this bush. Maybe go after her. That was pretty funny. Oh. Nice. Did I not kill? Oh, I did not kill him. Dang, I thought I did. Oh, dang. Death by snowballs are always hilarious. Good job, team. They followed up. Yay! Finally. And it's also because we waited for a team, and they probably knew I was going to dive anyway. Do 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 do. Bomb. He was talking garbage. He was talking garbage. She tried to work with me a lot, but she gets to stay cool. Especially since she is Ashe, and she shoots freezing arrows, so she stays cool. Let's see who we get this time. Ooh, Aatrox. Nice. I really don't know how to play him that well. Alright, let's see. AP, AD. Oh, she's the only one I'm going to have to look out for, because I am building all AP stuff, or magic resist. So ability power, you have to counteract it with magic resist. And then attack damage is the other form of attack, or the other damage type. And that can be blocked by armor. Do 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 na 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 na. dang. Oh, that didn't really work out so good. Oh. I just like chasing, especially as Aatrox. I'm toast. Oh, probably shouldn't have done that under tower. Booyah! Oh, look at that. Yes. Yes. Good job, team. 1 for 5. Totally worth it. Cool, cool. I still got a triple kill. As somebody who I don't play very much. I don't know why I said that. Like that. Booyah, double kill. Ooh, ouch. 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 Totally did not mean to take like 2 instances of that stupid fountain tower thing that deals ridiculous amounts of damage. Oh, GG. Sweet. I have Riven. Pretty sure I have Pulsefire Caitlyn, and I think I have Pulsefire. Ooh, sweet. This is amazing. This is awesome. I'm getting great champions for FaceTank Thursdays. Right. Wow, I got obliterated. Totally not worth that. I survived that? I'm toast. I'm not toast. I'm toast. Cool. And I have my ulti. Now it's going to be way better for me to go in. Five-man stun. My team tried to follow up and did a good job. Alright, so I have ulti up. Let's see. Definitely try harder for that. So we're going to lose that because they're focusing the wrong people. That time is my bad. Totally did that on the wrong person. I definitely did that on the tank instead of the squishies. My bad. They have way too much CC. kind of annoying, but it's still kind of fun. Are you kidding? See, that was a good job, team. Dang, I tried to set that up as best as I could for them to go. She had like one hit left. And she juked everybody. Oh, good game. That was fun. Well, towards the end when I muted everybody, that was fun then. But before then, not so much. They were lame sauce. I'm gonna give that one to Shin because Shin, not only did he not smack talk or say stuff in chat, his ults were awesome. And with that, I'm gonna call it a night. 2 losses in a row, but thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all later. If you want, you can follow me. I update Twitter every time before I stream at Tyzzit1. That's at TYZZIT, the number 1, on Twitter. I also have YouTube. Just search for Tyzzit Gaming, TYZZIT space GAMING, and you should be able to find us. And thanks again for tuning in, and I'll catch you all later. See you next time, friends.